I'm not very good. I'm only bronze, so if you see me about to do something horrible, just speak up.
Yeah, no worries. You know Russia won, right?
Yes.
Excellent. Do you know how to roll well?
I believe so. We'll see.
Right. Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Very nice.
us two. That's okay.
Ooh. No bad sign if the bomber hits.
Now I think retreat.
I think you go in, you want to kill that bomber, ideally.
Okay. Okay.
Very nice. Alright, sweet. I think that's slightly above average Russia 1 there. It's up to you if you want to chug the AA gun into Ukraine. It's normally a flavor thing, really.
No. Alright, everything looks right, yeah?
Yep. Good stuff.
Alright, what style do we want here?
I mean, I definitely like the bomber buy for Germany, round 1.
Oh, I meant tank rush or regular.
I mean, that's up to you. I never really got into the tank rush.
I think the buy was 4-2, so because there's not enough artillery at the front, theoretically I think you're supposed to just stack Ukraine here.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you bought artillery, I would not do it, but I think in this case it's simply the tank rush. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, but fight it.
Oh. Come on.
There we go. Take that. One hit.
I mean, that wasn't too bad.
It's pretty average. Nothing to write home about. The question is whether I want the fighters.
Northwest is always a great place for them.
Yeah, but if they're in Finland, then they also threaten Caucasus, which makes that he has to. It forces him to hit Ukraine, and it makes the retreat very difficult. So there's an argument for Northwestern. No, sorry, for Finland. I think I might do Finland here. It's just a lot of pressure. Because then he doesn't know how to set up his UK fighters. Because he has to decide, basically this turn, he's going to retreat to Caucasus. And if he wants to take, France, I mean, it's like fine. In fact, I'll put these here to force him to kill the transport. Yeah, this definitely accelerates the tempo. And if he wants a fleet, I mean, sure. He's not going to take both anyway, so I can always strike it if need be. I don't think he's getting... With this many ships, I don't think he's getting a fleet this turn, so I don't think it matters.
Okay, well, I think I will put a fleet down regardless. And I will take France. I'll try clear 7 with the destroyer and 2 planes. It's a risk, but I'm not sure if you need to hit Ukraine. I guess we kind of have to here. I'm going to drop a fleet in 8. You're going to have to deal with that battleship.
Okay. I got, yeah, I got it. Destroyer, bomber, and one of the fighters probably is good.
Yeah, that should handle it. Yeah. I want to put a fleet down. No doubt he's got odds on it, but I need to. The tank rush is it's quite dangerous. If I can get these planes to do something else, I think that'll be fine. Just, do you plan on hitting Ukraine here?
Yes. Yeah,
so,
I think I ought to.
okay. So you hit Ukraine and then straight into the Caucasus. Retreat into the Caucasus.
Okay. Yeah.
Unless it goes super well, you could do West Russia, but I don't see that normally working ever. Yeah, 3 infantry, fleet drop. And yeah, I want to not training Germany down. I'll put 2 guys in France as well. That's kind of annoying. No. Lead on 7 is going to be a risk, but Tank rush is quite dangerous. $261. And I think that should be it. I think the US can take out the transport in 16, unless you want me to use my destroyer. I want my destroyer with my carrier in 33.
Oh, I'll get it. I'll get it. That's fine.
Well, could go to 17 as well, actually.
Yeah, I gotta get my fighters somewhere anyway. Might as well head over that way and help Russia.
Yep, I'm not seeing anything. It's just C-Zone 7 that's important. Or 61 needs to work as well. Okay, it's unfortunate. I'm gonna have to sack my bomber off. Double hit back. Okay. I guess I do come into 17. I better leave my fighter on the fleet. Japan could kill it. I suppose. Yeah, that should be fine. I'm not seeing anything. Do you?
No.
Right, I'll lock it in. Yeah, defensive profiles. Okay. Yeah, it's just that battleship needs to die, otherwise that fleet just gets annihilated.
Alright, I guess just 3 infantry and 3 transports, right?
Yep, just set up for J3 India attacks. He is not going to be able to defend both. Well, the planes in the middle of the map, so you should capture it. I would ignore Pearl, just stack all your fighters in Kwangtung. We'll stack West Russia next turn. Those fighters come to India after you stack Burma. Good turn.
8?
8? What?
Did you guys already start a game?
Yeah.
Ah, alright, well, never mind then.
Hey,
Sorry.
it could be over quick.
Sorry, what?
It could be over quickly.
Okay, well let me know if that happens.
Right, no worries.
I'll give you a holler. I would not send the artillery to Conway.
Yeah, well, that one's tricky.
Just use a plane. The artillery needs to come towards India, right? By putting it there, you've basically set us up to participate in India attack.
Why are we going for India instead of just going for Moscow? He's just
Yeah,
gonna
the timing
defend it.
basically. He can't though. So the way this works in a tank rush is if you stack all your planes in Kwangtung, then on next turn we will stack West Russia with your planes.
Yeah, I was gonna
We will
put my
not be able to
planes
hit.
in Kwangtung, yes.
Right, but he will be forced to defend Moscow, therefore, which means that all of his UK stuff has to go there. Then your planes will go 1, 2, 3, hit India and land in Burma. This basically the idea is that because Germany is getting under threat immediately by the UK, it's very unlikely that we're going to capture Moscow. What we are going to get is we're going to get India and Caucasus and then win the economic game. Moscow is probably a losing strategy here. He's going to be able. His West Russia was very good, so he'll be able to defend it pretty well. What he won't be able to do is defend it in India. But basically, you need to have maximum forces to target India on J3. And the idea of also hitting India is it hits the stacks when they're split. So if he chooses to defend India on J3, then you kill half of his fighters or whatever.
I never ever go for India, ever. Like, India is just not in my, like, forte. I always see it as a trap. And then you don't go for Pearl, like, the whole thing is just, like, a trap. I just don't, I don't know. I don't get that.
Absolutely no Pearl. The fleet Pearl doesn't matter if he overspent on fleet, right? So because the UK already paid money for ships, like, it doesn't matter if he has extra ships. And then the whole point is that you just basically, because when the Allies buy fleet, they're playing on the periphery. But the idea of this attack is that you crunch the middle of the map. Because they don't have enough forces in the middle of the map, it's a crushing attack. Right? Because he's already pulled out the middle of the map. So you basically crush the middle of the map. I know it's weird, but maybe give it a try. And you have the bomber free to send into Conway as well, so the attack is not horrible. You'll definitely clear it.
I don't.
No, you have to send the fighter. The Japan
fighter
fighter has to go to Conway so it can land in Kwangtung.
Use the bomber, man. It can land in Kwangtung.
No, the fighter from Japan, not if it goes to Buryatia. It cannot land in Kwangtung.
I feel like we're giving them like an opening
Fighter
to
from
counter.
Manchuria can go to Conway. And then all six basically go into Kwangtung. And that means the West Russian attack is unkillable. What's the counter?
What? But I think everything can make it to Kwangtung the way it is. I guess I don't need 3 fighters there. That's it, right? You there?
When he was talking, it was very laggy. I'm not sure if it was my end.
Yeah, no, he like kind of jumped off and came back on. I'll give it a minute.
Test?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hello?
Not the fighters. Doesn't matter to me.
No, they
think
could all
my-
reach Kwangtung. I think this
Blitz
looks good, right?
started. Looks good.
On the way is the Bane. Come on. That one hits alright.
That's better than I usually do in Onway.
Playing
come
someone
on.
in rank to took Onway with one loss, and he hits with 2 infantry and a fighter and conquered with an infantry fighter left.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just thinking, why? Why would you even hit that?
points, come on.
What should I do with my bomber? So now I want to position my fleet. So these guys. I guess they can go all to 61.
Person's with compliment to make it pretty even.
Where do you think I should put my bomber?
I mean, that person's risk tolerance, that means you should probably win the game pretty. To Kwangtung?
Yeah, you don't think that makes it like a... like they go for the bomber?
What, against 6 fighters?
A bomber also goes to Kwangtung.
Yeah, I guess, against 6 fighters. And yeah, that's the way I have it set. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Should I just put everything in 61? I mean, should I leave something in like 48?
Fleet between 6. With all the other units to stack west away.
I lost you there. You're cutting in and out.
Oh. What are they gonna do? They're bomber diner. Plus the US kill for anyway, fine.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, my Wi-Fi is not being too great. No, I mean, I think you have to put stuff in 60 because you're spotting your transport in 60. Right?
Oh yeah, I left him. I left the aircraft carrier. I mean, yeah.
So I would even put the 2 carriers in 61, I guess, and then you can even put the cruiser in 60. And you really just transport try something crazy. Yeah. And this should be a pretty easy either West Russia or Caucasus stack next turn. And if he wants to send his fleet to help India, that's like fine. Then we just won't do India. Oh, the only thing is you are supposed to, if you're going to max for India, I forgot to mention, you're not supposed to take the tank on the first round. You're supposed to have the tank come in the second round, but it's kind of fine. The tank will help us hit Kazakh if he decides to do something silly.
Who's that?
Right,
that just
US,
came
what are
on
you
here?
thinking?
I don't know, to be honest. I'm kind of thinking that I ought to make one carrier so that I can start shuttling fighters to over to Europe easily. Beyond that, I do not really know for what I should buy.
Well, we're going to go for Germany, right? Do you know the standard for USA 1?
No.
2 infantry, 2 transports, a carrier, and a destroyer.
Okay.
It's up to you if you want to forego the destroyer for 2 artilleries, but you're going to be losing the destroyer to the battleship anyway. So, and we might need ships if Germany hits my fleet. So yeah. Yeah, that battleship's gonna die.
No other attacks, I think, right?
Nah. Well, unless you want to try, assuming you win 13, you could take Morocco afterwards.
You could take transport with the unit on it.
Yeah,
with
I am understanding. I'm just
Okay.
yeah, I think probably.
Yeah, the transport's safe to hang. No bomber around from Germany.
Okay.
Right. Alright, very nice.
There goes the battleship.
No hit back, very nice.
Oh, that's lucky.
That is. So both Axis members are rushing for center of the map here, Caucasus and India. You can go down to Season 45 and deliver 3 fighters if you want to India.
Yeah, I see that. I do want. I will.
Just have to be wary of that tank and the Japanese aircraft hitting Kazakh. I think I might have to help defend that.
Well, okay. Do you want me to keep a unit in Sin King then, or are you happy? I'm not sure.
Okay, well, you're going to hit Ukraine and strafe back into the Caucasus. We should be able to hold the Caucasus. Yeah, Germany will move into West Russia. So I can defend Kazakh while that is happening. So it's up to you. You can block that tank if you want. No, I'll help defend it with you.
Does what I have look okay, or am I missing something here?
I think you're fine. Yeah. Yeah. Leave the fleet in 53 just to. If Japan wants to take Alaska, you have some boats to help defend. Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Okay, it is good. So I will click proceed.
Yep. Oh, my bad.
Oh, I
have
forgot
told
to
you
move
about-
one transport up to 10.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, I see. Too late. Okay.
it's fine. Yeah. I didn't notice it myself.
I have this problem where I notice my mistake a second after I make it instead of a second before.
Well, you're hitting Ukraine, so you could just buy as many infantry as you want, or you go for more of an aggressive buy of 4 infantry, 4 artillery, just to try keep teeth.
Okay.
The game's decided by this battle, so
Uh, 8-1, that's okay because it's the most units I can get, or is that this bad?
I think either buy works. The artillery's... it just gives you extra bite for the future.
That's...
It's what I normally do. Russia 2 is get 4 and 4. You can be annoying and chuck free infantry at Bury if you want. It is quite annoying because if Japan wants to deal with it, they will need to divert units from India.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to see how this goes then.
Yep, wish you luck. Everything rides on this. No pressure.
You have overwhelming odds, I think. Oh, we got one of the fighters. That's huge.
Ooh, okay, I think that's alright. Report from Germany. How many are you left?
I want to look here.
So there's 2 infantry, 5 tanks. So and you've lost. Yeah, you got 6, 2, and 3 and 1. I would go in again. There's always the risk of capture, but there's no way you get 7 hits, right?
Well, no, 5. That's very good.
That's pretty good. That's very nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Unbelievable.
Okay, that went well. That is
Yeah,
good.
you retreat here.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
really bad.
Wow, what a strafe. Especially with that fighter loss as well, that's very good.
Yeah, probably means we're just going to likely lose. Not a whole lot that can be done about this. We can still attempt the stack.
Do I retreat now that I've lost 1 fighter in this Buriatia thing?
Oh, I didn't know.
Because now is 2v1, so I think I just retreat, right?
Yeah, you can retreat if you want. Yeah. Japan can't push past your cut with just 1 infantry.
Right.
Alright, nicely done. I don't think there's any point. You can move. I think you can move him across and move the arch guy down to Moscow. And the Szechuan dude as well.
Okay. This looks right then.
Yep. Losing that fighter hurts, but that was a very good strafe.
Do I want all my artillery in the bottom, or do I want to split them?
I think you can split them here just to give you some teeth on Archangel. Alright, Germany. I mean,
Yeah, this
tough
is-
to play as Germany.
This is awkward. So what we can stack West Russia with 6, 12, plus the 6 fighters 18. It's not enough. It's not even close to enough. Yeah, I mean, just only losing 4 infantry there is pretty much hard. I mean, yeah, it's just
That's
basically.
the top result, I think, for Russia. That's incredible.
It's definitely
Black
it's a top 1%.
Black Tide, are you watching?
So I think the desperation move is to whack the fleet,
Yeah.
which means I need to because basically this is lost given this outcome.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be a bomber. At least probably not even a bomber. Probably a fighter to replenish the expected loss. We'll do this. We'll take France with the tanks because we're not going to use them anywhere else. And we'll whack this fleet and pray to get really lucky. And then I think there is still value in doing this just to prevent a stack there. And then we'll just fall back for everything else. I could stack Egypt though. This might be better. It's more aggressive. Yeah. It's risky, but I think we have to do it. Yeah. Yeah. I just this is going to be, yeah, because we're not going to get India here either, because he can now reinforce it with everything. Yeah, we just need him to lose a little more than 4 units, but oh well. It's a very good start against the fleet. Oh. Oh!
Oh, that's silly. That's silly dice, but I can't hit as well.
We traded basically 1 for 1 on the fighters, which is not the most excellent thing, but it's not the worst thing I've seen.
Okay.
Alright, so we will stack this, obviously. We'll use the tanks to defend my fighters.
Yeah, no, we needed that 7 to go better than that.
That what, sorry?
I said we needed
8?
Or 8, whatever it was, whichever season it was. We needed it to go better than that.
Yeah, well, it's not totally lost. It is still a very positive IPC battle.
I
only lost 3 planes.
I know, but the game's like the game's over. Like we needed that to be like.
You always say the game is over too quickly. I think there are comeback opportunities. Do I want to defend Italy here? Yeah, probably.
Okay.
But yes, the game is going to be difficult.
I'm just saying we needed that to be like you lost 1 fighter and they lost everything. Like you know what I mean? Like that's the kind of outcome we needed.
I mean, and not necessarily. We're still ahead here. Like that was not a bad. So we took out what 22, 42. We took out 50 something. We got a 2-to-1 IPC on that. We took almost 60 IPC for 30 IPC. We that even with losing 3 fighters, that's a whole round of production. Right.
Yeah.
So that's actually a perfectly fine result. I mean, it means that Germany has time to stabilize here. Now I think you're right. There's no. You just have to go and go for Russia because India is never going to happen here.
Yeah.
But okay, such is life. I mean, like.
I think I'm going to move my fleet into 14, so if you could send your destroyer to assist my fleet.
Did you guys decide if you're starting a new one or something?
I wanted to just start a new one and play 5-player. If that's okay with everybody.
Right, yeah, I'm still here if you wanted to do it.
Yeah, I don't mind. This is very difficult for Axis to win from here on out, so...
Yeah, this is
I've probably only got about 4.5 more hours, but if y'all want to start one, I will.
It's almost
start.
9 o'clock, so I think that's fine.
If you're going to restart, we'll restart now.
Yeah, that's fine to me. I think it's playable, but not
It's
not
tough.
not
It's
not
really
winning. Yeah, there are ways, but yeah. I'm curious what Black Tide thinks of the position actually, but yeah,
Sure,
we
let's
can
see.
start
Is
doing that.
someone streaming it?
Yeah, I am.
All
But,
right, let me take a quick gander.
but I'm forfeiting right now so that we can play in the
Okay.
game.
What is this? Round 2? Where are
Round
the German
2.
fighters?
Well, so Russia basically had a strafe on Ukraine. So I tank rush, Russia strafed Ukraine and lost only 4 infantry and a plane. UK built a fleet in 8. Germany's desperation move was to smack the fleet in 8. Lost 3 planes, but took out 60 IPCs worth of stuff.
Ooh, huh.
So what should we play the teams here?
I prefer some sort of allies, but I don't care which.
I could stay as UK and Black Tide could just join US or something like that.
USA. Sure. I'll play whatever.
Alright, I'll just take
Sweet.
Japan again. If that's okay.
Yeah, fine by me.
Okay.
Yeah, USA is the faction that just does nothing until the very end. They're kind of the person that just like threatens. They're like waving their hand above their head. I'm gonna hit you anytime now.
That's right.
Where are we? Bonk and there are pickles. Alright.
Unless you want to play UK derp.
No, I'm fine with Russia.
Yeah, since he's learning,
Right.
right? Soviet Union's probably good for him.
Yeah. Ironically, Russia's probably the easiest to play and also the most important Allies faction to
Yeah.
not fuck up with.
So I usually get 2 tanks, but I hear that maybe I should get artillery. Is this the way to get the artillery?
The standard is 4 infantry, 2 tanks, and the reason you buy the tanks is to deny a Karelia 1 stack from Germany. After
Yeah,
that, you pretty much never want
I
tanks
normally
again.
do that, but I keep hearing also about maybe I should or could get artillery in lieu of the tanks, in which case is 4 infantry, 3 artillery.
Well,
No, not in
you-
lieu of the tanks. The reason why I said artillery is because if your West Russia is not like stellar and your Ukraine is also not stellar, then the 4 infantry 2 tanks buy is highly vulnerable to the tank rush stack of Ukraine. It worked out for you last game because your strength was excellent, but having, for example, the buy of 1 infantry, 3 artilleries and a tank or something like that, it sacrifices a little bit of the hit back into Karelia, but it greatly weakens the G1 Ukraine stack ability.
That's my favorite buy.
yeah, so basically the artillery says if your rolls suck, the artillery is a little bit better. If you get average-ish rolls, then it's usually better to get the tanks. But I don't know. I feel like the tank buy is just better in more situations.
I mean, the tank buy defends Karelia more, right? But the artillery buy protects against the tank rush, and I think because the tank rush is probably the sharpest German response, you kind of want to counter the tank rush a little more preemptively. Otherwise, if your West Russia loses more than 3, the response to tank rush is really quite difficult.
Yeah, I find Germany's more manageable going through Karelia than trying to stack Ukraine, so I normally buy.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
oh,
had to be careful
Come
because it allows them to do an early Karelia stack.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's susceptible to VC plays, but that's why you play around that.
I don't think it makes... Well, I think it does make a difference, actually. Yeah, if Germany gets a turn 1 Karelia, it's really tough on the Allies.
Yeah, but a failed Russia-Ukraine strafe is also worse, I would say.
Well,
So what
yeah,
you're doing
yeah.
is-
It's if you fail Ukraine and give them the chance to stack it, you're probably going to lose it no matter what.
You gotta go and
No,
kill
I mean,
that bomber.
even if you don't fail, I mean, like if Russia can't successfully strafe the
Oh.
G1 Ukraine stack.
Oh, that bomber hit twice. Unbelievable. And it lives.
Oh, you have to keep going.
You
You,
have to
can't.
go.
You're. Yeah, you can't retreat after that. If you let that bomber survive, you should just restart the game. In fact, against good players, if you don't capture Ukraine, it's like a 90% loss.
Oh yeah, this is definitely.
Luckily, Albs, in my opinion, has a pretty bad defense
losing
profile. He made bomber last. If
No,
he
I
didn't
don't
have
agree
bomber
with that.
last, you would probably have lost everything.
I like
Yeah.
bomber last just because I want to try to hit Egypt sometimes.
Well, that
For
in my
these more fun
mind,
games.
I view that as like a win more. Like if if
No, I know. I mean, for more fun games like this, I just want to see if people retreat, I want to have that option. Because some people like retreating, but yeah, for the tournament games, the bomber will die before the tank usually.
yeah, that's I think what most people do. The way I see it is, if anything survives as Ukraine against the Allies, unless it's like an insanely good strafe, the Allies are pretty much cooked. Like right now, this is like a 95% Axis win
Yeah, it's
if
pretty
played to perfection.
Yeah, I mean, I got burned once by a perfect Russia 1 strafing everything except the fighter back to Ukraine. Was pretty bad.
Yeah, that does happen sometimes. That's
With the
That's
bomber
toughy.
last, then it kind of forces them to go because otherwise you have counterplay in Egypt. So I don't know. I do like it. It's. I feel like this is a good enough result that I'm happy with it, even with the bomber dying last.
it was a good result, but it could have been better.
Yeah, but does it need to be better, or does it because the alternative is if I let the bomber die last, then even if he has a really good result, he has to conquer. Whereas there's no retreat option basically in a really good. He never gets a good strafe. So I don't know. Sort of debatable.
Well, I just plug it into the calculator. If you have bomber last, it's let's see, there are 93% chance to, or 83% conquer. If you have bomber first, it's a 76%. So it's like it makes a pretty big difference. It's on average, it gives the Axis on average, you kill an extra infantry every game, or result-wise.
You think we grab Caucasus here? Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
If we do this, I think we send everything to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what you don't need to do season 10.
Yeah, you probably wanted to send a second AA gun or infantry to Caucasus with a start that bad.
Okay.
And just offer them, especially since you have a strong West Russia. But if they just full clear Caucasus, it's probably
Next
better
game.
off just
Yeah, it's probably
restarting it.
yeah, it's probably game.
AA gun missed.
Oh,
Wow.
I think that's a game restart right
That's one
there.
rounder, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's
that's pretty much over. You're not going to be able
Yeah.
to retake it until Russia 2.
that's a game over start unless you get like no hit. Even if you get like no hits.
I actually
Wait,
had
what?
bomber
Why
last
did
against
that,
Uruguay's in the league game. And,
Oh god, you watched that video? Oh man, that was a.
I'm playing him now. In league.
Oh yeah, in my league game, I just posted that video and I got no hits in C-Zone 7 as Germany and lost a fighter.
Yeah, I saw.
And I was just like, okay, well, I'll try a Szechuan hit, and I got my ass kicked there. I'm like, I'll try this. It was everything's terrible game.
Yeah, my
Alright,
bomber,
well.
fighter, and tank lived in Ukraine.
I'm willing to forfeit this game. This is
Yeah.
this is
Okay.
done. So
Yeah, there's not much Allies can do from this point.
this one got smothered in the cradle.
Yeah. Well, I missed that you were going to say something. One of you was going to say something about why something died first.
Huh? What died first?
No, nothing. I guess. Okay.
Oh, it was the destroyer. I guess that meant the cruiser.
Only
didn't
the-
hit.
Yeah, only the planes hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot that the Allies can do with this one actually.
Even if you failed that, it probably would have been pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't even
I'm
actually
playing
know.
my
I don't
first.
even think we-
I'm playing my first solo tournament game against someone named Skiles. Like, I failed Ukraine, lost a Russian fighter. I swear this man has just like balls of steel. Like he did the 3 sub cruiser hit on C-Zone 7, just went after West Russia. Like I'm already on the ropes, and this guy's just doing every risky fight. Like he does not want this game to go past 4 turns. It's just wild to me.
Was your West Russia particularly weak?
I had 7 infantry, and
Okay,
he
so no.
he full cleared my West Russia on the second turn. On first turn, rather. First turn, he full cleared it. I was like, oh, well, that was bad luck, and then more bad luck, but just.
I guess the idea
just-
is you press the advantage, right? Like, so there's
Press-
no counterplay.
Well, I mean, the way I see
Oh,
it
shoot.
is, you're
I should change my
already
defense profile. Oh well.
you're already infinity ahead. Why give them a chance to get lucky and get back in the game?
Well, are you infinity ahead, or is the idea that you remove counterplay? So
Well, you're infinity ahead. If they fail Ukraine and like they have lose a fighter, that's like a 95% win. That's a layup right there. It takes a gross amount of luck to come back from that point.
well, so let's just say you had a perfect West Russia, and then when you say failed Ukraine, let's just say that you took everything out, but you only kept your fighters. Like that's not.
I would still, in that case, there is some play, but I would still say that's Axis advantaged.
Advantage, yeah, but like I would not say the game was over in that case. Like
No,
my
the
point is,
game's not over. But if you
in
did,
what percentage, like in what percentage of R1 outcomes is the game like over? Probably only like 5
well,
or
I would
10%.
say it depends. I'd probably say about 25% of Russia ones are just going to be 90% plus
That
loss.
bomber hit again.
That seems to be high to me, right?
Well,
That's the
I'm
case.
talking about against perfect, super high level play. It is high. If you get average results, I'd say the game is Allies favored.
All right, nice.
But if you look at the statistics, pretty consistently at high level, Axis wins about 5% more than Allies. So it's like about 55-45, give or take. And there's,
Well,
it's
if
just
active means, well, that means that you have to get a slightly above average West Russia. Well,
you don't have to get. I'm just saying if you get the average, I would move one. Yeah, I like that. I'm saying if you fail Ukraine, it's just super crippling. Obviously if you get like 3 or 4 infantry in West Russia, that's bad. But failing Ukraine and allowing Germany the opportunity to tank rush and just steal that early income, bully that early income from Russia, is insanely difficult to come back from.
right. I mean, that's why I think if the problem is the tank rush, then why don't you just buy in Caucasus such that it doesn't matter what the result of the battle is. You always defend against the tank rush. That seems to me.
Well, if you don't capture Ukraine, it doesn't matter what you purchase. If they land their fighters in Ukraine, you can't
that's true.
contest it.
But I mean, but also, I mean, it also cuts down the number of outcomes in which a tank rush is acceptable. right? Like even if you capture only one tank, like I mean, like it gives you a lot more counterplay against
Well,
what appears to be the strongest line.
when it's, in my opinion, stronger is when, let's say, Russia gets a good Ukraine and it encourages like 3 tanks or more, and it encourages a tank rush out of Germany. Having those extra artillery to have a super strong strafe, that's when the artillery buy really shines. In my opinion, that's when.
Yeah, but a lot of people try to stack Ukraine anyway on G1, right? So the counter should be, I think.
Well, the strafe is if you get average results. You can't. It's really
No,
difficult
but
to
you can't
strafe.
say that because you never get average results because it's very bimodal. You either get, generally as Russia with the strafe, you either get a really good result or a really bad result. There is an average, but you rarely achieve that average because of the way that combat works. That's the problem.
Well, that's my opinion anyway. I think that if average results in the first turn round favors allies, but the amount of horrible, like near game losing starts from Russia has a very high frequency in my opinion. Of course, it's not always game losing, but there's super high frequency of it relative to other factions game losing starts. I think UK also has some reasonably higher get screwed starts.
Well, it's probably the odds of failing against the Japanese transport is baked into that, but because that also depends on Germany.
Who is okay?
Barely cleared it.
Hey, that's called precision attack. He got exactly the amount he needed. Not one more, not one less.
Nothing wasted.
I am really a fan of the fighters in Finland at the moment, so let's see if that works out for me.
I think fighters in Finland is good if you're gonna kill 13 with the battleship anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually when they don't take Gibraltar, it's the US who wants to take out that battleship.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it for you. Yeah.
The question is to defend France here or not. I could try with both. I don't think so. I think everything just moves. And then I like doing this just because it forces the kill on the transport. Okay.
I mean, the transport normally dies anyway. I've never seen it left live after this.
Just my last Axis game I played, they didn't kill it, and I took the United Kingdom turn 2.
Right.
And the guy played on. He played on. God bless
Really?
his soul.
I mean, a 16 transport, but I mean, yeah, the thing is you have to either put the destroyer on it or you have to not hit back it. Like, helps Japan a little bit, I think. It just becomes less optional to grab. Okay.
I don't know, it's risky again. Yeah, it's risky.
What's risky?
That
Right, I'm just
Ukraine.
gonna drop a fleet again here, I think.
Yeah, I'd definitely drop a fleet.
Yep. Season 7 and 61, and that's it pretty much.
Don't forget, I'd probably use your destroyer to kill 16.
Instead of the US fighter?
I mean, might as well put that destroyer to work.
What's that
Not
fighter
like-
going to do?
The fighter's going to land in, I don't know, can do whatever it pleases. Defend Season 17, where your fleet goes. Don't want to give Japan odds on a naked aircraft carrier and transport,
You
right?
gonna land on my carrier now?
No, your fighter is going to. And Egypt.
Oh, I was talking about your fighter. I was like asking.
Oh, I don't think you can do that.
No, he means your fighter taking out 16.
No, it
Oh,
doesn't matter.
16? I think it's just better to use the destroyer. I mean, what else is that destroyer good for? Might as well free up the
Defending
U.S.
my fleet
fighter.
when I move into 17.
From what? How does my fighter defend the fleet? It doesn't need
So
defend.
He means his destroyer.
Oh, destroy! No. If he sends 2 fighters against an aircraft carrier and a fighter, odds are he loses more than he wins. And
Okay.
yeah, I wouldn't. Well, actually, you know what? It may
I'm gonna
actually be
commit
worth
to
it to send
infantry,
2.
2 units.
Yeah. Since he did a full aggro buy, that might not be a terrible idea.
Yeah. Well, I can kill the destroyer and I'll just leave a carrier fighter transport in 17. I mean, that's fine. I mean... but I'm just
I'd use
wondering
your
what else
destroyer
is that
to
US fighter
hit
doing.
16.
Yeah, I could do that, but what is... if your US fighter's not doing anything, then you'll...
Well, the thing is with the U.S. fighter is optionally, in case he flubs up an Anhui, Kwangtung, or Yunnan, it's nice to have the option to attack those.
Yeah.
In case. And generally, if he goes after C-Zone 17 with the Japanese fighters, that's Allies' advantage. Japan does not want to be trading their early fighters for, UK Navy in a slightly, in a below 50% fight.
Okay, I think I'll lock this in. This is it.
All right.
Hopefully I keep my bomber this time. It would help if I got hit. A6 dice, no hits. Interesting. There we are. Right, good stuff.
Well, this is pretty much an identical game to last time, with the exception of the UK keeping their bomber.
Yep.
I don't see much reason to deviate from what we did last time with Japan. I think it's still the best play, assuming that Russia doesn't get their top 2% strafe this time around.
I don't think I got pretty
Alright,
good
that's-
numbers on
yeah.
Ukraine again.
All right. I'll be back in a bit. Gonna start boiling some water.
Great.
The issue is not the numbers. The issue is how much they strafe and survive. Because usually they cannot get away with 2 rounds of combat if the result is good. And then they risk capture and then lose everything. The numbers are... I mean...
That's completely safe. Alright. Right, Japan.
numbers are decent. Yeah, but the thing is, 1 round of combat is totally neutral, profit-wise, and then 2 rounds has a 20% risk to capture. So that's why this move works, really.
We'll see what happens in Ukraine. Germany has 1 less. Russia has 1 less.
Yeah, I mean, the fundamental issue of this attack is that, like, you can't, like, it's really hard to get profit from it. That's why it works. Because you're right, the attack is a good attack, but you cannot afford to capture it, obviously. So
Oh yeah, it's game ending.
right. So the problem is, but if you do one round and retreat, then actually it's basically IPC neutral.
That's better for Germany though, right?
Well, because you don't. Yeah, because you don't take the land, right? And it's IPC neutral for Germany, so that's like fine, right? So the problem is that that's why there's not a whole lot of great options, and even the retreat, on an average result, the retreat still lets Germany stack the West Russia. So that's like that's what makes it tough, I guess. Yeah.
All right.
Looks good. There's also a chance, I guess, the UK result in 61. If 61 loses the fighter, yeah, if UK fails 61, right, then it all goes downhill.
He had 2 impact.
Wow, very nice. Juicy
So he did.
artillery.
Yeah, you're not gonna hit him. There's 3 of them.
Probably not.
Sometimes that's why I prefer to put 2 infantry from Japan as opposed to infantry artillery, because if you lose 1 infantry, then
We took on Wake.
yeah. I'm just saying in the transport, if you take 2 infantry, then you can afford to lose a little more infantry. It's like, okay, you'll bring the artillery anyway the next turn. That's fine. 2 losses, like, acceptable.
Yeah, those 2 losses were it for the whole round.
It is my turn's going to come up soon. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome.
Okay. Should I complain or should I clap? Let's see.
Nice hitbacks in Yunnan.
Well, looks like Japan got slightly above average. They usually lose 2 to 3 if they don't do Pearl. So this is on the positive side of average.
I think that's good.
Yeah, it looks good to me.
Good news is they didn't put a tank down, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yep.
Okie dokie, let's just do the standard destroyer. 2 transport. Bye. Alright. I'm not sensing any outrageously good opportunities here.
Well, that battleship needs to die.
I sure hope it does, or I'm
Yep.
going to be in a world of hurt.
All my fleet.
I mean, if the battleship doesn't die, I think it's must attack your fleet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty juicy attack there. Well, step 1, be lucky. Step 2, don't be unlucky.
Someone named Goji Fan 1999 says hello, Black Tide.
Well, hello, Goji fan. Not a Black Tide fan, or a Bonk fan, or a John Roberts fan, huh? Oh, look at that perfection. Perfection.
Very nice.
Okay, I think I will send the second group.
That's what happened last time, too.
I think I'll send the second group down to Africa so UK can help a little bit more. You shouldn't need that fighter, so I'm going to camp it in Kazakh. I'll put
Yep.
the fighter there in French Equatorial, or the bomber in French Equatorial Africa to have a little bit more chances to hit Asia. I will move the sub to 56 in case, for God knows what reason, he wants to go after Alaska. He can't destroyer block in 57.
You don't want to deliver fighters to India?
I do. I will
do?
give
Yeah,
it one fighter.
Thanks.
It looks like he. What was his purchase? What was his purchase? 3. Yeah, his India pressure is going to be pretty poor. He had he losses in Yunnan.
Yeah.
You're probably going to wipe out Burma pretty cleanly. He shouldn't have any India timing at all, especially with that extra fighter. Okay, does that look right? I sometimes make really bad blunders and blitz in the spirit of going fast.
Yep, solid.
Oh god, I've lost that bomber in French Equatorial so often because they have their aircraft carrier right, next to Egypt, the Japanese one, and they just take it for free. I'm sure.
It's Rod, and I forgot to kill a free bomber in Egypt.
Rod's a tough cookie.
Yeah, I don't think I'm winning that one.
I just had a team game against Rod, and my god, I was so far ahead, and then he just had this series of god tier, like top 1% dice, and eventually beat me. I think that was like the worst comeback I've ever had, against someone. All right,
Yeah, I
back
lost
to cooking.
2 fighters in Season 7 against him, so it's already over.
Oh wow, that was a fast buy.
Yep. 4-4, very nice.
Yep. Now, with these Ukraine strafes, it's very, very careful to get out while the going's good, because if you capture that great strafe can turn into tears real quickly. So measure if you're winning, pull out early. If you're getting sucked dice, maybe you YOLO it. All right, I'm off.
Okay, miss. Nice. Force weaker than last time.
So I can do one more go here, I believe. I
Yeah.
lose 3, so it's very unlikely I capture because he still has 8 men remaining.
Yeah.
Okay,
fine.
about like last time. Last time we were 1 better than this, but now I must retreat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tanks hurt, but
Yeah, see, that's
we pull out.
that's
We pull out
better.
that time. We pull out.
Yes, I retreat. I bring it all to Caucasus.
Yep. Yeah, that's normally it's kind of supposed to happen.
Alright, this is right, yes?
I mean, I guess those guys in Yakut can stay.
Yeah, they stop Japan
Unless
from coming
you
up.
split them and then move one guy back to Ivenki.
Oh,
no,
okay. Yeah, it's fine. He's only got 2 infantry, so 2 versus 2 he can't do.
Okay, I am back.
I think 1 to Yakut, 1 into Soviet Far East, just to split the Japanese.
Okay, so you probably got. It looks like you got about average.
Yeah, maybe slightly below.
Yeah.
Second round, those tanks hit hard.
Well, I'll chalk average, maybe one below average as a win. It was IPC profitable by like 11 IPC profit.
We
Okay,
didn't
so
lose a
that.
fighter this time, so
Oh, that's right. Okay, so maybe you got exactly what you should have then. We take those.
right, Germany.
Deutschland.
Let's see. So 9, 10, 20, 12, 13, 14, 19 versus a stack of 6, 13. Yeah, we can stack West Russia here. 7 planes, right? Yeah. Should be very good. And I think that should give us sufficient India timing. So, do that. So the usual way this works is we'll just take this out.
Well, Japan didn't buy a tank this time.
Yeah, they did land a tank.
Oh, okay.
So this is 12, so plus the 7 planes makes 19. Versus his 12, 13, 14. Versus his 19. So we should be good because our dice are better.
Dice are better, that's right.
We'll just hope that he does not get double hit back here. And then with Egypt, the bomber present makes it more difficult to take. It's what, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, okay, so we will have to
I would just blitz it.
just blitz it in this case. Without the bomber, I would take it. But the bomber there is makes it difficult. Alright, so this should be good.
Yeah, back off.
How did that tank get in
Oh, come on. The stupid thing here is I have to actually kill this infantry or it changes the odds. I really don't want to lose it. So annoying. Oh well.
Oh my.
Have to kill it. The odds demanded it.
A hero infantry?
Yep.
You're not a fan of the tank in Persia, Black Tide?
Well, I'm not a fan of it because you can't blitz Egypt now. You have to commit an infantry if you want to.
These fighters are actually useless. Okay, so I have to sack another fighter here.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay. That's catastrophic.
Wow, that's a really bad turn.
It's better to capture the territory, so unfortunately I do have to sacrifice.
Wow.
Probably true, it's worth 6 IPCs.
It's 6 IPC, so I'm losing 4 for the artillery or 10 for the fighter, but for 4 gets me 6, so it's actually totally IPC neutral.
Yeah.
Alright, 9, 12, 14 versus
And
what's
the
this
German
going to
fighters are
be?
precious.
Well, I'll just buy another one. Like, it's the same thing.
It's 6 IPCs is 60% of a fighter.
I agree for France.
Well, for the other one, the reason is because it changes the odds on West Russia into your favor. So that infantry had to die.
Even with the high quality dice that you guys got? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it did. Unfortunately, now I lose one more fighter, so this stack doesn't quite work out. That's rather annoying. I think
So
we
you're
still go
saying
for it.
in
'Cause-
West Russia, if he got a hit back, you would have sacked a fighter instead of... Oh, you didn't use a fighter in West Russia, right?
No, in West Russia, the reason I sacked it is because the worry is that he gets a hit back. So if he didn't get a hit back, I should have done the West Russia battle first. If he doesn't get a hit back in West Russia, then I can leave the infantry there. But if he left this infantry and got a hit back in West Russia, then I would be in trouble.
Did you use a calculator, or did you just do that mentally?
Yeah, because basically my knowledge of the West Russia stack is that if you have equal number of units, then you're just okay. But if once Russia starts to have more units, just numbers wise, then it becomes very problematic.
Yeah, he's got a lot of artillery there, almost
Yeah,
the same
so-
as infantry.
Yeah, so it's basically like the dice are almost even. Like, so you have to be pretty much just slightly higher on unit count, and then. You know. I am gonna do this unfortunate stack. It's just how it has to be done. Risking units, then we capture Moscow.
I don't know. I think you guys are safe because even with the 6 fighters, like your units hit harder than Russia's. I think you would have been fine without sacking the fighter in Arch.
It's a little tricky. It's not
One of those
ideal, but
fights,
it
if
is.
Russia fails, they're just dead. So
I don't think you can hit Ukraine here either, so I think this stack is pretty safe. 9, 12. 12, 14. Yeah, I think this is how it has to be done. Okay. Not much else to say there. Oh, I should have put the A in Italy.
I don't think he's going to be hitting it. I don't think I'm going to be hitting Italy. Well, actually, I guess it's UK that could hit it, right?
I pull from the India defense. I'm not doing that. Right?
Sorry, what?
I'm not
I
gonna
don't think you
hit
need to
Italy.
pull. Oh, Italy. I don't think it's worth it. I think we're in a
No.
good position here. I don't see any need to play super aggressive. I think you should take Egypt with 1 infantry.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Let's see what's your buy looking like. Simulate what you need to buy first. You need to buy at least 4 land units.
Yeah.
Probably some.
Transport.
I don't think you need another transport. You already have 3. You can't really support 4.
Okay.
So I guess you do need more than 4 infantry because the Season 17 transport will be in range next turn.
3. That's okay.
Yeah, so I guess you could buy 2 fighters. You could maybe an artillery or 2. Just your attention.
See, info. Tank. 3 and 3. That's for India and the 2 transports, so I can't afford 2 fighters. You get 1.
Well, let's see real quick. See, to defeat the trend 3 and 3, yeah, 6. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Maybe add some artillery then into it.
I don't need a destroyer because Germany just lost 2 fighters out of nowhere.
Yeah, you don't need any naval defense. That's
I
for
could
sure.
I could get a tank for India.
I don't think
What
you
else
need
am I
it.
going to spend my money on?
I think it's better to save for more fighters in the future. I think it's better, or you could just buy more land units than you need. I think
I
it's
feel like you've given me advice before to spend everything. So-
not well. The thing is what does a tank accomplish in this situation? Like, I feel like a tank doesn't really net you that much. I feel a tank is really useful when you want to juggle India defense and preventing a Kazakh stack.
Yeah.
And at this point, since he's tank rushing, I don't know. I feel I'm just a big camp UK
What the
planes team.
What the tanks can do is threaten the Caucasus as well, a 1-2, which is obviously very dicey.
Fair enough. Go ahead. If you want to buy a tank, you deserve a tank. You deserve a tank.
I'll just say 5 then.
You could just buy extra infantry. Might as well use the production slots.
Yeah, that's
Or
what,
an
yeah,
extra
that's what I said last
artillery.
time, Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Artillery, yeah.
Yeah, maybe 2 artillery or whatever. Yeah, that's probably fine.
Might send one to India anyway. Yep, that'll do.
That'll do, pig. That'll do. Now,
Question is, do I just send one fighter and send one to Iceland?
No. Russia's has no risk of falling. You don't need to do
Okay.
that. You want to send the other fighter probably to that other carrier.
Oh, to move into 14?
Yeah.
What are you doing with your transport and destroyer?
I am hitting Norway and Northwestern, ideally.
Okay.
So actually, hold on before you pull the trigger. How much can he hit? Yeah, it might be good if you put your destroyer in C Zone 6, and then I'll add put your destroyer in C Zone 6s, or maybe the aircraft carrier, and then I'll just put 2 destroyers and the cruiser in 8. That'll be super safe then.
Yeah, and then I can chain fighters to Moscow if I need. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be it, right? I'm not seeing anything else. Unless I overcommit to Burma, but I think match is
I
fine.
wouldn't. Okay, I think that looks good.
Right, good stuff.
Can't complain about perfection.
Double hit back's a bit dirty.
Oh, that sucks.
Guess I leave the fighter with that. Oh, I mean the destroyer.
I'd move the 17 fighter to India.
Yeah.
He should
Like
have
a
no
select.
India timing. I think it's okay to keep that one guy in Caucasus and move it to maybe Moscow, or maybe move an extra Persia guy to Kazakh, because you have those 3 Russian tanks. So if he tries anything funny, I mean, you have 3 Russian tanks, and I have the fighters, and there's no India timing for him. You could even consider keeping that artillery in Transjordan and the tank in Persia, just to maybe threaten a Egypt counter.
Okay, I'm lacking 2 units than normal for the India timing because I couldn't blitz, right?
Well, this is a problem without having a calculator. Just the way I see it
I
is,
still have a tank and a bomber on Egypt.
yeah, you still have the tank, you still have the bomber. He's missing 2 in Yunnan. He doesn't have an extra tank. You
Oh,
have
that's
3
true,
Russian
actually.
tanks. I have that extra U.S. fighter in Australia. I don't have a calculator, but it should be he should have no chance.
Okay. I like your confidence.
Well, it could be false confidence. I have no idea, but.
It could fool the enemy.
Well, it's amazing how much a calculator is so necessary in high-level play, especially for Germany. God bless people who play Germany. Had to be a calculation machine.
So I'll have, destroyer, 2 destroyers, and a cruiser in 8, carrier protecting your transport. I mean, destroyer carrier against 2 fighters, I don't see Germany hitting that.
Yeah.
In
Especially when
14,
he's already that
so-
low.
Yep, unless you see something that I don't.
I think that's good enough.
I mean, unless I send a fighter to 14 and then just deploy my fighter into the Zone 6.
Fighter to 14. I would send one fighter to 14.
Okay.
It's a little attractive target to hit a aircraft carrier and a
Naked
transport.
one, yeah.
Yeah. hurts your range a little on Karelia pressure, but Germany has some tough, or Japan has some tough choices on where they want to deploy their fighters next turn. I think I see why he sacrificed the fighters. He wants to stack Ukraine too.
Unless the artillery is redundant, the Burma stack.
I think it's always good to have an artillery there.
Okay.
You have a tank in UK, so you don't need a second artillery there just yet.
Alright, looks good.
Well, I don't think I can stack Burma. Unless I use the fighters, so I don't know about
Well,
that.
the question is, how low can we get away with in West Russia to where it's like less reasonable for him to hit? I think I'm of the opinion that we definitely have to stack Burma in this setup. He has too many targets at this point. So, so with the land, the ground you can hit, you can stack with
I think I
10
can get
ground.
12 in there without the fighters, I think. Let's count it. 1, 2.
Yeah, 12 in there without the fighters. That's already a lot because he only has 10 ground plus 3 planes. That's 13. So maybe you could just put 1 fighter in there and then put the rest of your fighters in West Russia. Or maybe we do like 1 fighter in there, 1 fighter in Ukraine, and the rest in West Russia with the bomber. I mean, it makes it so that he's just it's just so hard for him to hit anything.
Yeah. So, should I purchase any more transports or
I think you buy 2 bombers here.
2 bombers? That's
And then you should probably buy infantry and transport, I think. Yeah. Transport should be safe in 60. So,
sounds good.
yeah. Yeah, just max everything to Burma. 1 fighter, I think. Yeah.
Should I just put all of these in?
Yeah. Seems legit.
And just ignore the East, the Soviet Far East and Yakut.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah. The other thing is that you can use the bomber to try to kill the tank in Persia. That's probably the best use of your bomber.
I could, yeah. Alright.
Because it doesn't have that defensive power, but that takes out a critical defending unit and attacking unit for him. It actually means 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You could probably even just get away without any planes, and 1 plane in Burma makes sense, but I think, yeah. 16.
What did that tank ever do to you?
I'm gonna lose that bomber. But
Maybe 50.
All right.
I mean, that's fine.
I know. No, I know. Getting rid of the tanks important.
It's the British Churchill with an AA gun strapped on instead. So you're
I
gonna
think
lose
that bomber survives 40% of the time against a tank.
All right, let's do this. We ready?
Yeah, looks good.
Hung kite.
Oh, we take that. We take that. Lovely.
What, you lost it for nothing?
No,
Oh,
we
that's
got
fine.
the tank. We got the tank.
Oh, that's totally fine.
I mean, I lose a 3 defense, and then you lose a 4 attack. So I don't really know. That's
No, but
even.
you lose a 3 attack on Burma.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So now you only got You only got 12 attacking 13 in Burma, so you can't. I don't think you can hit that. Well, okay, but pretty much no matter what happens here, I think you're going to lose India. Might be worthwhile to leave the destroyer in 60 just so his sub can't do any stupid things.
My sub does smart things, actually.
I think that's everything. Should I pull these guys to bury at the back?
No, leave them there. They're not going to die, so just leave them there.
Leave them there.
The sub, where can the sub go? I guess sub should stand with destroyer, so that if he tries to, you can kill a sub more easy. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, because if he hits, he can't really hit a lot here. I think we get either Caucasus or India out of this mess, basically.
Right, US.
Two fighters, 9 inf. Sound good?
2 fighters.
Or sorry, it's 2 transports.
Yep, solid. Annoying when that move in Xinjiang works. For Japan.
It
Isn't
rarely
it like
works.
a 58% chance or something? I don't remember.
I think that's it. I'm not seeing anything else. Unless your bomber's got something to do.
That's what I'm thinking. If I use the bomber, I'd have to land it in Evenki. But that's not very attractive to me. I think I'd rather just keep it on Moscow. Alright, does that look good?
Yeah. Very nice.
Very nice. I assume you're going to destroy your block as UK?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
That's 3 bombards. I can't allow that.
I ask. All right.
Don't forget your fighter in Australia.
Great observation.
Are you not a fan of the C-Zone 45 move on USA 1?
I It's usually not necessary to defend India, and I'd rather set up a Medshuk.
I see, yeah.
So, I mean, if I think Japan gets an exceptionally strong turn 1, I might consider it. But I'll just keep this. I don't know what the India odds are because I don't have a calculator, but I'll just have that little happy
I don't really see
honor there.
it.
Yeah, if Russia sends all of their tanks and fighters...
Do you not have a calculator? Because you can use a calculator if you want.
Oh, you can in Saturday
Oh.
Night Blitz? You allow calculators?
Yeah, unless just use a calculator.
Oh,
I didn't
really?
know.
Well, that completely changes the game. Oh, okay. Well, then I probably just made a bunch of really...
calculators.
I do love my calculators. I probably just made a bunch of sloppy ass plays just going off gut feelings and gumption, which is a great way to lose a game.
I mean, I wouldn't use a calculator here either, so I mean, it's up to you guys if you want.
I don't see India.
Yeah, I wouldn't say use
Well,
the calculator for every move, but I was just saying, like, if you want to use the calculator, like, it doesn't have to be once a night, you know what I mean?
Alright, well... Maybe I'll just send this artillery, AA, and infantry there just to make Alaska a less attractive option.
You sure you didn't calculate that?
Pretty sure his odds are poor. Okay. Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm a big calculator aficionado. Calculator is love, calculator is life.
What do you,
Well,
what do you
Russia,
think?
I think you just don't fight anything and you just pull back into Russia or India. The question is, do you want to do you want to add some guys in Persia for a potential follow-up retake? I don't know what his odds even are. Let's see. We have 6 fighters there with 3 tanks.
India is going to be fine, I think. I'm
Yeah,
not
it shouldn't.
sure
It should
here.
be fine. As long as you destroyer block, I think. Yeah, I think you definitely want to destroyer block. He doesn't have any. Yeah, I think we just do no combat, send the tanks and fighters, and.
So,
Yeah,
just
I-
off by numbers. That's 9 infantry, 4 artillery, and a tank with 6
Yeah, you-
fighters and 3 bombers.
I think you probably buy an AA gun there too.
I will, yeah. Destroy AA and an infantry. I will have an infantry and an artillery in Persia with probably 2 fighters in Moscow to threaten a recap anyway. Along with any US and Russians as well.
I don't think there's any chance of him capturing.
So I'm thinking I ought to buy 5 infantry, 2 artillery because it's the maximum units I can buy and spends all my IPC.
Sounds good. The other option is
So
I wonder...
how much do you think India needs? Because I have more units than West Russia. It looks to me like I could win with attacking and then retreating it.
Well, West Russia? Well, since you said calculators are good, we'll calculate it out. It's like a 13... Let's see, it's a 15 IPC positive battle.
Which is
So-
pretty good, but how much does India need is the question, because
Well,
I
if you
don't
clear
think
West,
they
if you
need
clear out
anything,
West
really.
Russia, then it means he doesn't have 4 fighters to hit India. So you.
Oh
won't need-
right, yes, okay.
So yeah, actually, that looks pretty darn attractive to me, just smashing West Russia.
Yeah, it's kind of what my
Okay.
my gut was. But I'm really bad at this though. I'm bronze. You're
Well, you don't need a
number
gut. You have the
one.
calculator.
All right.
Gumption and good feelings are worthless.
Really?
Who needs that crap?
IPC positive battle.
Yeah, but just be cautious. If it goes south, I think the calculator says you win 80% of the time, but if you get bad dice,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
game-
I'll do it slow and make sure.
yeah, slow and steady. Because if we flub up this, then we probably lose the game.
I would make this move. I would and retreat into. But I probably would send like a tank.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, those were good. Let's see their hitbacks.
Yeah,
Their
it was-
hitbacks
it was quite a
were
bit.
probably about what they should have gotten.
I mean, we're training artillery for tanks
You
now.
keep going. Yeah, you have to capture. You don't
Yeah.
retreat. You have to kill those fighters since you're not sending the tanks.
Oh, there.
Ooh.
That's good.
Ooh, he got
Even.
yeah, he got good too, but definitely keep going.
Very nice.
Oh, I should. Yeah.
Well, according to the calculator, you got like one better than average.
Okay.
You should have had 2 fighters left against. So, okay. Oh, it's so liberating being able to use a calculator. Yeah, I guess just send those fighters to India and thumb your nose at them. Actually, can you hold Caucasus? I'm curious. Probably not. No way you can hold Caucasus.
You got a roach in the chat.
A roach? Did you squash it?
Is that his name? The DZMZ podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is that how it's
A
pronounced?
roach, did you squash it?
Talking about India.
Yeah, I don't
Wonder
like
if,
going.
I wonder if he's learned about the India trap from last time.
Well, I think going for India would have made a lot of sense if he didn't have an IPC positive stack on West Russia. If he set both fighters to all the fighters to West Russia, I think it would have been a good pressure move play. But I don't know.
Right, and so the result here actually is that we get a Caucasus stack, which to me is actually probably good enough. We can just so here's the thing. So we can't hit India, obviously. That's fine. Just pull back and go for Russia now. Once I start Caucasus, the India stack is totally and utterly cut off. So that's fine. I probably want another fighter though because things happened. Also, he is not going to have a great retake on Egypt, so yeah. All right, let's try to not lose this. Perhaps.
Would you sack a plane for it?
No, not this time.
For some reason, that made me think of that old like anti-piracy
Oh, yeah.
commercials they had. You wouldn't steal a car. You would. If you could download a car, would you? I think I might.
Yeah, you wouldn't download a house or something like that as well.
Yeah, something like wouldn't break into a house, wouldn't steal a car, and I think like piracy increased. Well, the interesting thing I remember reading is piracy is like the amount of piracy is directly related to the cost of acquiring whatever the music or movie or whatever the video is. So once, like, when Netflix was like the king and it had everything and there was no competition, piracy plummeted, but now that there's a bajillion streaming services and
about the same cost as cable to get them all. Piracy has flourished once again.
It's a lot of hitbacks.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of hitbacks.
Yeah, you haven't had great German luck, that's for sure. Japanese have been pretty solid.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't complain about
All right. So the
that.
question is he only has one transport, so I'm pretty sure if I just chuck enough fighters into Corellia, he can't take it. 3, 4, 6 versus 2 planes, 2 guys. Yeah, I think that's gonna be
Yeah,
fine.
that's fine. And the AA.
Yeah. The question is, do I want to defend Italy here versus 4 guys? I think the goal here is just to stack stuff and then hope that he cannot infiltrate. So, what? 4 guys, 2 planes? 4 planes? No, just 2 planes. The bomber is 4. No, bomber can get there because I did not win Northwestern. So 4 guys and 3 planes. Yeah. 7 versus 8 will do fine, I think. And we'll put 1 guy in here. Alright. It's not wonderful, but we do have a Japanese fighter that can flex somewhere, although it might die due to UK planes if he decides to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, he could. I think it's probably okay. Two here. Little light on the homeland, but 7 against 4 should be acceptable. Actually, that's a little light. 7 against 5? Yeah, he goes for it. You just drop. He's got 2 guys and 3 planes. And a bomber jet. Ah.
Yeah, and a bomb.
Alright, we'll put 1 more.
Okay, well, I don't think UK needs to risk that.
Just by amount of land units you need, which is
Okay, so I'm gonna hit France. I think
6
I
or
want to
7?
hit Baltic.
I like it.
And I could trade Archangel for Russia here.
Yeah, I would definitely hit Archangel.
I don't know if I can greed out and put an infantry, 2 fighters, and a bomber on West Russia. I think that's too much. I might
I wouldn't do that.
fumble India defense, so
Well, I think the India defense is pretty much rock solid, even if you use all of your. I think that's perfectly acceptable to go after West
still put a
Russia.
destroyer down. For India, I don't want him crossing. I don't think.
That's
The
reasonable.
US fighters exposed, right?
Yeah, I'd definitely put a destroyer down. He has nowhere to pick up, 4 transports, 5 transports worth of units. Can you buy another fighter? What did you... Destroyer? Do you need it? Oh, yeah, you have to do destroyer. Oh, no, 6 land units is good. Yeah, I like the buy.
Yeah, you like? Okay.
I think I do like that West Russia attack, though.
Wait, so I'll be taking 2 fighters and a bomber from India.
I think you can lock in your buy and start doing your moves.
You reckon I can get away with this?
I think it's the right play. I mean, you have nothing else to use those fighters on, right? I mean,
except just the bomber and infantry on Archangel.
on Archangel,
1, 2, 3.
I mean, you could, but this has a higher average profit amount. I think the average profit is 3, whereas Archangel is average profit is 1.4. Oh wait, let me calculate with the retreat. Yeah, it's 3.
Okay. Yeah, Sealand 5 should be safe. More than safe, actually. Just to put my fleet in there.
Yeah,
I see
he
the
doesn't
rates.
have a lot of planes. If he wants to trade planes, we have a lot of extra navy. I'd happily trade out some of our extra. We have way too much naval defense.
Well, I don't know about India leaving those 2 fighters out.
You are golden, my friend.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, sorry. Actually, hold on. He has a. If you bring the bomber back. Let's see. What did you buy? If you bring the bomber back, it's a 42% capture. But I have my U.S. Persia guy and the guy in Russia and the fighter in Transjordan, so I can recapture, even if he gets a lucky 42%. Wait, does he only have 1 bomber? Oh, never mind. I calculated with 2 bombers. It's at 20% capture then. My bad.
We got 2 bombers, definitely.
Well, we killed a bunch of fighters.
Oh, yeah,
well.
he has
Russia
2.
killed a bunch of fighters.
Yeah. Calculated out, he has a 42% chance to capture. And that...
I don't know.
I can retake with
the
US
prize is
if he
the
gets
Russian
it.
fighters here.
That's
how I see it.
It's an IPC negative attack for him to do it. I don't know. The way I see it is the way they win is they kill Russia, because Russia doesn't have a lot of shit left.
Suppose, yeah, Japan lacquering themselves down there doesn't really help.
Yeah. If you're really scared, you can send that artillery back to Persia, and you can always retake it if the U.S. fails, and he gets insanely lucky, and he decides he doesn't want to offload any units off from Japan. I don't know. I think you're good.
Okay.
Well, it's your
I'll lock
choice.
this in.
Your choice to make, my friend. If you want to go for Archangel, that's fine. I'm just a little worried about the safety of Russia right now. He's only got 7 units, and there's like a lot of German shit around there. There's a lot of fighters in range, a lot of tanks. It's looking a little
Yeah,
thin.
I'll send these fighters to Moscow then. Yeah. Yeah, I'll lock it in then.
Yeah, just don't get unlucky in West Russia, okay? That's the most
Keep that in mind.
important thing. Why does your infantry hit all your 3s, man? Ah! That's 9 dice that have missed. Oh,
It gets worse. Okay,
round
we
4.
took it.
Well, I guess if he doesn't hit either, it's all is forgiven, right?
None of it mattered.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you get bad luck if the opponent's luck is worse.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay,
what
we take
greedy
those.
move.
What's a greedy move?
I think this was greedy.
Was it greedy? It's a higher average profit. You can send the bomber back to India. I'd probably send the bomber back to India to make his low chance of capture even lower. Without the bomber, his chance of capture is 55%. With the bomber, it's depending on your defense profile, it's 41. Yeah, I'd move those Australian guys away too. He's probably licking his chops.
Well, the DD's up there. Okay, I'll move this here.
I'd even, yeah, I like that.
I mean, I do like the sub in the Indian Ocean, so it's useful with the UK planes.
I 100% agree.
Oh yeah, I bought a fighter. Nice. Okay. Yeah, decked out carriers. This should be it. I could move the Kazakh guy to Moscow as well.
I would. Yeah, I think we're in a good position. The way we lose is Moscow just getting taken by the Germans. Poor Russians don't have a lot left. They have they have 7 infantry there.
Great job.
They've done a great job, but well, yeah, I think I think the Russians actually killed like the most Germans in World War II, but I think like 1 out of 4 Russian men were dead or injured in World War II, something like that.
Well, yes, the Eastern Front was the main front. Every other front was a peripheral front. The Eastern Front held 3/4 of all German army units at any given point in time.
Yeah, just makes me wonder. It's just like Germany is like, yeah, we have a couple other wars going on. Let's attack our allies. Does that sound good? Yeah, let's attack our allies.
It's a little more complicated than.
Well, the Soviets were planning something, apparently.
Who knows?
So it's either they strike first or get struck on. I think.
Well, in Operation Barbarossa, when the Germans hit the Russians, they were completely surprised. They shot.
Part of the thing was like the war, the way Hitler set his holding up. Like the problem is that he actually needed a lot of the resources, particularly the oil in the Caucasus, and this kind of the southern part was sort of necessary for him to the way he had set up his military. So it wasn't really a matter of if he was going to attack Russia; it was more a matter of when. Now, I think the mistake that he probably tactically was that he didn't need to drive to Moscow. He could have probably just driven to the Caucasus, taken all the resources, and then called it a day. But he went for the whole hog. Why didn't he just
stack the Caucasus?
Stack the Caucasus, yeah.
But really, that's what his war machine needed. There's not Romania has some oil, but there's not a whole lot until you get into the Caucasus proper, and that's what he really needed. So, yeah. Anyway.
At least that makes it more sense.
I mean, there was also political ideology in there, obviously.
Yeah, I think that's probably the lion's share.
Yeah, but it's similar to the reason why Japan felt the need to extend into Southeast Asia and the Pacific so far. It's because the oil literally is the lifeblood of the war machine for both Axis powers, and
especially
strongest
the Japanese.
Yeah, but for both.
It was mobile warfare, right? It was the new age.
Right, and why do you think the Germans were in Egypt? I mean, it's the same reason, right? The irony is that, of course, they ran out of oil to Rommel. But that's really the driving factor. It's beyond, I think, anything else. Okay, so Japan, what are we doing? Okay, so how close do we are to think to losing this game? I think we're pretty close to losing. So there is some argument for just taking the 50-50 on India and kind of praying. I don't think Germany has enough strength to survive too much longer. There's just too much stuff coming over.
You put the artillery in India, I would put that in the UK.
And there's a big prize too. The prize is a bunch of fighters that can't defend Moscow now, and opens up economic game for us. I think we might just be too far behind if we don't do much else. I don't know. What do you think?
Is he there?
You there? Hello?
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
I mean, the question is, do you think we have a better chance of winning if we redirect 1, 2, 3, 4 turns to Moscow? I don't think so. Or if we just smash it now and then hope that those planes can't fly back to Moscow.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I think, you know. One more fighter, 2 bombers. We got some more planes. Oh, also take, yeah, I think 3 to there and just 1 to Kaz will do fine. Yeah. Should consider if we want to take out, well, do we want the fleet? Yeah, we should be okay. Okay. Yeah, looks good. Let's kind of hope here.
Alright. Let's go.
Yeah, if Germany can expand into Africa, that is a lot of income that will help. Russia is going to
Destroyer
be...
wins this one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I would,
Imagine a world.
I would just give up.
Yeah, that's when you uninstall the game and write an angry forum post.
All of this possible.
Did the AA hit?
Yeah, missed.
Nope.
Well,
But I
their
don't
hits weren't
think- yeah.
particularly impressive either.
Yeah. I don't
The
think
bomber hit though. See, you sent that bomber back for a reason.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
This is crushing. Bomber should die
Well,
before the tank.
Whoop.
it's just lost at this point. We have to pray. Yeah. Damn. Was that really supposed to be that bad?
It
Like
was a 41% capture.
Yeah, we like underwhelmed.
Okay, well.
That's
Yeah, that's GG. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're just too
you
far
needed.
behind. That was a really bad result.
Yeah, and even if you
Oh.
captured it, the U.S. could have retaken it too. So it was.
Yeah, but if we capture it, we'll leave a couple units alive, right? Leave 2 ground units alive. Yeah, they can retake, but I can also send. Germany can divert. There's play. But yeah, this is over.
There's play. Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I think if Russia, maybe we should have sent all the fighters to West Russia as the original plan and let UK strafe Burma. It's tricky. I wasn't using a calculator at that point, so I don't really know what the exact odds were. I was kind of trying to estimate. Yeah, I think that's GG, folks.
yeah.
Well, it's one of those situations where when you do the tank rush and you don't get lucky, it's kind of just an uphill game for the Axis.
Is it really?
And
though?
you did. And what it is?
If you don't get, I mean, the problem is Germany lost planes. I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
that's a problem too.
I think the other thing is like maybe if I had a calculator, I think honestly even just the ground units only from Japan in Burma, plus all the fighters in West Russia might have been the correct solution.
Well, I think everyone would have played a bit differently if we fully
Yeah.
calced everything out.
I think that actually the attack is usually pretty good there, because yeah, Japan losing the planes in West Russia was a problem. I imagine, yeah, I don't know. To me, you getting it's just weird that Russia gets 2 rounds off in that strafe. Usually it's quite risky to take the second round because
What,
on average it's
Ukraine or West Russia?
in Ukraine on Russia too, because usually if you get average results, then there's 20% chance you capture. But in the
both
case what
sides
happens
rolled
here,
low.
both sides rolled low, so the second round becomes plausible. But that's not very likely. So
Yeah.
usually the result is like the West Russia stack is pretty okay. But when this battle goes to 2 rounds, but the thing is, I think that battle very infrequently goes to 2 rounds. So I don't know. Yeah, it's a little tricky.
Oh, I mean, GG. That was a good game.
Yeah, good game, everyone.
Yeah,
It was fun.
on the edge for sure. Many battles that could have gone the other way.
Yeah, it was definitely an exciting one.
Well, it's too late for me to do another one, fortunately.
Yeah,
Ditto.
yeah, I can't do another one, so.